Well, I mean, that in itself, following Socrates, is good, because the path to happiness is to finding the truth through dialogue. And,
well, that is, I think, one of the big difference between Plato and Confucius. Because Confucius, yeah, of course, he tried to find some kind of a truth of our world, but his way was not the kind of a logical way.
right.
He just tried to practice in the real world, in his real life. He just tried to practice, and he tried to learn. So
that's for me, that's very fascinating, because actually, basically, forget me if I'm wrong, maybe there was a truth behind his thinking, but he made it practical by just, instead of putting out his truth, his vision of the truth, and putting that in the book, he more or less put the path towards reaching the truth. So not teaching about the truth, and this is the difference with Western philosophers. They try to, okay, what is true, but more or less, okay, there is a truth, but how can we get people towards the truth is more important than actually.
So in the case of Confucianism, there is no evidence or logics behind his work.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
So that after the people who was born after Confucius, one of the famous persons was Tuti, and he finally established the Tuti school, and so his interpretation was well accepted by the wide so many people, because as I said that there are no structures or reasonings behind the words of the Confucius in the analysis.
Right.
So that sometimes it is difficult to understand why he says such kind of things.
Right.
So that Tuti tried to restructure why this kind of words appear here in such a kind of situation, because the Confucius idea or logic is like this. Behind his word, such kind of structure exists. So that's why this word comes from here,
right.
And or this word also comes from
But that's
here.
taking very big steps, isn't it? Very big steps.
Right. So and he tried to analyze not only the from the words of the Confucius, but also combining other variety of the philosophy or ideas other than Confucius, like Taoism also, and not Buddhism, but and also variety of. So that's after the Confucius. Chinese people have what can I say, deep of the philosophical activities. That was said the hundreds of schools period. So that means 100 sort of philosophers appear after the Confucius. So they, Tuti tried to also think about all of these ideas, and so he tried to understand the logics or evidence or justification of the Confucius ideas. And eventually he wrote the books about his ideas. And so that book is actually very logical. And he tried to restructure the world of the Confucianism from the words of the Confucius. And so that's why it was easier for the many people to understand logically. So that's why the Tuti school's idea or teachings were well accepted. And in the Han Dynasty, the king decided to hire his idea, Tuti school's idea, as the national kind of teachings, and every the officer have to learn, and also they decided to do the entrance exam to the office. And everybody have to learn.
I see. I heard about that. Yeah, every civil servant had to pass this kind of exam if you want to become a civil servant. Right?
And that became the big pressure or motivation. Motivate many the people who would like to be the officer of the government. But there was a good aspect and a bad aspect. That is also the same thing with the current examination system of the university. Now, the many people tried to study the philosophy of the Confucius through the interpretation of the Tuti. But so that is a good aspect because the idea of the Confucius spread rapidly. But the bad aspect was because the contents of the explanation was too much structures and logical. So that the original teachings of Confucius was the practice in the daily life, in every moment. But the Tuti school's idea was spread just for the remembering the interpretations to take the exams.
Right.
On the other hand, they forget about the practice in the daily life. So that kind of a movement is very similar with the Martin Luther's the Puritanism movement. And in the society of the Christianity, the Roman society, Christianity organization were too big and they had a huge power. And on the other hand, they almost forget about the two teachings of the So Martin Luther insisted that we have to go back to the Bible.
Right.
We only have to believe the word of the Jesus, and we forget about every other thing. So such kind of things also happen in the society of Confucianism. So after the Tuti, about maybe 50 years or 100 years, another nobleman appeared. His name was the Wang Yangming. He was originally the general of the military force.
He was in Unison's book.
Yes. And he was the great practitioner. Can I say? And he suffered with the very in a variety of the situation, and he himself suffered so much. And every moment he was ordered from a king to go to the isolated areas to occupy or calm down the situation or whatever. Until the very last moment of his life. So at the very last trial or operations. At that moment, he was in a heavy illness, and he said to the king that I cannot accept your order because my situation is not good. But the king forced him to go, and eventually he was carried by the other soldiers, and he went to some place, but he could not go back to either. He passed away on the way from that area to the hometown. But anyway, during such kind of a difficult situation, he think his the Confucius words several hundred times, and so he insisted we have to only trust the word of Confucius himself in the analysis. We have to forget about any kind of interpretations without the practice. That is just learning for the exam. And so that the teachings of Onyamin school is very practical. And do first, then understandings or realization comes up.
Right.
That is the fundamental idea.
Right. Follow the road.
Yeah.
Follow the road, and then you will reach your destination. Just follow the road.
So because the teachings of Confucius is the very practical order or rules.
But I really maybe it's not fair to say this, but I really feel that this is a deep-seated root of culture in Japan still.
Not only the Wanyan. So in the case of Japan, in the society of the Confucianism, those are the two big interpretations of the word of the Confucius. And in Japan, same with in China, both of the teachings were taught. But the Tokugawa Shogunate hired the teachings of the Tuti. The situation was the same in China. It is good to learn, easy to learn, because there is a textbook, very structured, easy to learn, easy to teach, and also the Tokugawa Ieyasu declared that we are going to abandon the sword. From this moment, we are going to govern this society with literature in a peaceful way. So that soon after, every samurai lost their way to get a better position by their sword. So soon after, only one way to get a better position in a samurai society is to learn the teachings. But some people also taught the teachings of
which period of it? Tokugawa, so that's around
16,000 to 1867.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日はブーキューブさんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる、専門性を持つ、英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアーツということと、それからもう一つは孫子の兵を、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって、皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えています。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また実際に雲野塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師が話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で、以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後、こういうふうな研修をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えるって書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、 欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね50セッションのテーマに分けて資料作成をしております。そういうことで世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対してもいろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね議論をしております。そういったことも含めてですね今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね V キューブさんのスタジオをお借りしてですねお時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。